Welcome back to Windsor Chronicles, where the crowns may sparkle, but the stories aren't always polished. I'm your host, bringing you another royal reality check straight from behind the palace gates. And today's episode, oh, it's a juicy one, because what was supposed to be a cheerful royal visit to Northern Ireland turned into a viral moment, all thanks to one swift royal swat. Yes, you heard right. Prince William literally brushed off Princess Kate in public, and it's got everyone talking. The Prince and Princess of Wales popped over to Northern Ireland for what looked like a casual day of community engagement. They visited local firefighters, shared laughs at an apple orchard, and even got their hands dusty in the kitchen, quite literally baking up some PR charm. It all seemed picture perfect, until a small but telling interaction was caught on camera. As the couple mingled with onlookers, Kate tried to place her hand affectionately on William's back, a simple, friendly gesture. But instead of reciprocating, William subtly, but unmistakably, moved her hand away. The moment was brief, but in royal watching terms, it was practically an earthquake. Now here's the thing. We've seen Harry and Meghan share warmth effortlessly, holding hands, exchanging small touches, and moving like a synchronized team. William and Kate, on the other hand, their chemistry is, well, let's just say it's less Netflix romance and more corporate partnership. Whenever Kate tries to show affection, William often looks stiff, even uncomfortable. It's as if PDA is against some unspoken royal rulebook, at least for them. But maybe that's the point. They're not the Sussexes. They're the future king and queen. And with that title comes a kind of emotional distance. Still, viewers can't help but notice the frost beneath the formality. In the same visit, Kate shared a sweet anecdote about her children, saying how they once tried pressing apples at home. She laughed about how messy it got, and it was a classic, relatable mom moment that she does so well. But the internet wasn't focused on the apple story. It was that swat, that tiny second that seemed to reveal more than 1,000 rehearsed smiles ever could. People began comparing clips of the Waleses to moments from the Sussexes' public appearances. The contrast. Meghan and Harry move as one, effortlessly united. William and Kate often feel separate, like they're walking the same road, but not always side by side. And in that single moment in Northern Ireland, that difference couldn't have been clearer. Let's be fair. Royal life is a performance. Every handshake, every outfit, every grin is stage-managed to perfection. So when something unscripted happens, like William flinching away from Kate's touch, it grabs attention precisely because it's real. Body language experts are already weighing in, suggesting that the gesture might have been subconscious. Maybe William was distracted, or maybe he just doesn't do public affection. But it's hard to ignore that the Wales' dynamic often feels more professional than personal. They're partners in duty, but sometimes that human warmth, that natural spark, seems missing in action. Meanwhile, as this clip made the rounds online, there's a bigger story brewing behind the scenes. The question of where William and Kate plan to call forever home. Talk around the royal grapevine suggests the couple wants more distance, both literally and symbolically, from Prince Andrew and the ongoing controversies around him. Commentators believe King Charles is intentionally not forcing Andrew out of his estate, Royal Lodge, because he wants William to eventually take on that messy job himself. And if that's true, it's yet another example of how the palace passes down problems instead of solving them. So while the headlines are all about that awkward swat, the real issue might be that William's being prepped to handle more royal tension and possibly more family conflict than ever before. Let's zoom out. A fleeting gesture might not define a marriage, but it does reveal something deeper about the pressure this couple faces. They're walking a tightrope, balancing royal duty, media scrutiny, and a public obsessed with every glance and gesture. Kate's warmth is undeniable. William's restraint is expected. But together, they're still trying to figure out how to blend duty with humanity, and how to show the world that behind the titles, they're still just two people trying to make it work. Maybe, just maybe, that swat was less about rejection and more about stress, timing, and the impossible expectations placed on the future king and his queen. So, what do you think? Was that moment a harmless misunderstanding, or a glimpse into royal reality? One thing's certain, even the smallest gestures from the Windsors speak volumes. Thanks for tuning in to Windsor Chronicles, where we go beyond the headlines to uncover the heart, and sometimes the awkward humanity, behind the crown. Until next time, I'm your host, reminding you, not everything that glitters is gold, even in Windsor.